Hello there you guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you on some more current latest news. So I've just been analysing, some of the football today, of course, as well. We did see, Arsenal losing by 1-0 at Everton, of course, as well, and that's a really, really good result, from my perspective, and, a lot of Manchester United fans' perspective, because in that scenario, that does still keep our top four ambitions alive, of course. So potentially, as I did say, we need to win at least 5 of our remaining 6 games, of course, if we've got any chances of the top four, of course, as well. But just potentially, watch the Wolves Watford game in the FA Cup semi-final, of course, as well. And Gérard Deulofeu inspires a fantastic comeback for Watford, of course. Watford winning it in extra time, by 3-2. So potentially now it's obviously, a Watford Manchester City final, because obviously Manchester City beat Brighton yesterday, of course, as well. But I watched quite a lot of the, Wolves and Watford game, to be quite honest with you. It was a very, very entertaining game, to be quite honest with you. Obviously, large parts, Wolves currently dominate, because obviously, Wolves were 2-0 up in the game, of course, and Wolves have played really, really well this season. They'll feel hard done by, and, they'll be really, really disappointed indeed, of course. And they invested very, very well last summer. They spent the money wisely last summer. They got quite a few players in, of course, as well. I think Raul Jimenez and Diego Jota is a fantastic partnership in Wolves' squad, and I think they've added physicality to their midfield very, very well. Of Wolves, they've got the likes of Dendoncker there. They've got Moutinho there, of course, as well. So potentially they're out now, but they've had a good cup run. They've been doing very, very, very well in the league this season. Of course, they are fighting for the European spot, of course, Wolves as well. I think potentially, they're 7th in the league, but you can't, slate what Nuno Santo's done. Nuno Santo has done a really, really good job with Wolves, to be quite honest with you. Of course, the record against the big teams this season has been very, very good indeed. Knocking us out of the FA Cup, also beating us in the league, also, knocking Liverpool out of the FA Cup, getting points against Tottenham and all that. And, the record against the big teams has been unbelievable this season, of course, as well. So potentially, Matt Doherty gives Wolves the league, that was 1-0. And then Wolves went 2-0 up, through Raul Jimenez, of course, as well. And then you thought, Wolves were definitely, on their way to Wembley, of course, as well. And then all of a sudden, there was about 10 minutes left, something like, Wolves actually, were 2-0 up in the game. But I've got to be honest, that Gérard Deulofeu goal was absolutely brilliant. The technique of the finish was just absolutely unbelievable. It was a great curling shot, to be quite honest. It was one of the best goals I've seen, for quite a long time, to be quite honest as well. So Gérard Deulofeu came on, he totally changed the game. His counter-attack, you were looking very, very good on the counter-attack for Watford, of course, as well. And he got Watford back in the game, of course, as well, did Gérard Deulofeu. And then all of a sudden, basically right near the end, in stoppage time, a penalty had been given to Watford, of course, as well. I didn't really see that, to be quite honest with you, but I think, VAR had intervened, of course, and, obviously then VAR, told the referee, and then the referee would give the penalty, of course, well, Troy Deeney took the penalty, and that was 2-2, then basically we knew then, it was going to extra time, of course, as well, and then extra time came, and then, Watford wrapped it up in extra time. It was Gérard Deulofeu, again, so he got two goals, did Gérard Deulofeu, of course, as well. So potentially it's a Watford Manchester City final. I do think potentially Manchester City are going to win the FA Cup. I hate to say it, of course, obviously at the moment, obviously Manchester City have obviously, they already won the Carabao Cup this season. Definitely the quadruple is on for Manchester City, without a shadow of a doubt. Don't rule it out, to be quite honest. I don't want them to win the quadruple, of course, because obviously I don't want that. We won the treble back in 1999, of course, as well, 20 years ago, of course. And actually, this is the first time Watford have reached an FA Cup final since 1984, is it? So that's what, like 35 years ago, is it now? Something like that, as well. So it's the first time Watford have reached an FA Cup final for the first time since 1984. They have reached quite a few FA Cup semi-finals, over the years of Watford as well. But Watford will be pleased. Javi Gracia, will be very, very pleased indeed. And, Wolves will feel hard done by. I thought Wolves were going to win the game. They've got a pretty decent team now. Diego Jota's a good player for them. Raul Jimenez is a good player for them. And I think, Dendoncker's added physicality into their midfield, very, very well indeed. But they did spend well last summer. They invested, wisely last summer. Did Wolves, of course, as well. And there's quite a few chances in the game. Wolves had a great chance, towards the end, to make it, 3-3 as well. I think he lost his balance. I can't remember who it was. He currently lost his balance, the player, of course. So Wolves, Watford fans, if you want to join my channel, what did you think to today's game, of course, as well. So potentially it is a Watford Manchester City final, of course, as well. But Wolves, will definitely, feel hard done by, to be quite honest with you as well. You could see Nuno Santo's frustration on the touchline, when he caught that chance up when he went round the keeper and lost his balance, of course, as well. So essentially, I think Deulofeu changed the game, for Watford, when he came onto the pitch, and he inspired them fantastically well. The first goal was absolutely fantastic indeed, and, it was a fantastic comeback, by Watford, of course, as well. But Wolves, will feel hard done by. But they've done very, very well this season as Wolves, and then obviously they'll be trying to plan, to get a bit more investment this summer, of course, as well. And potentially, maybe they may even fight for top four next season. Wolves, if they can get a couple of more players and some new additions into their squad, of course, as well. So yeah, I just wanted to give you an update on that as well. And potentially, Everton beating Arsenal 1-0, was very, very good for us, because if Arsenal had won, I think potentially, they'd have gone 5 points clear to Manchester United, as we all know, as well. So potentially, yeah. So that's mainly everything to update today. What did you think to the Wolves-Watford game? As I said, drop your comments, likes below. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. I'll see you all again very, very soon. This is just a short video, by the way, but we'll be doing some more live videos very, very soon, talking about, what's happening, of course, as well. So drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. I'll see you all again very, very soon, guys. Thanks for watching.